In this video, we will be going over your job and work order settings. If we come over to your dispatch board, you will notice that by default, any of your job cells that have an open work order will come in a blue color, any closed work orders will be in green, and any canceled work orders will appear in red. You will also see different little icons at the beginning of each job cell representing different substatuses. For example, if we click on this closed work order here to view the work order information, we will see the green represents a closed status, and this icon here represents the substatus for completed as requested. In Service CEO, you do have the option to change these colors, as well as set different substatuses and different icons for the substatus. To do this, let's go over to your settings. In your settings, scroll down and go over to your jobs and work orders. Select job status and substatus. And from here, you will see the different options for the names, colors, and your icons for your substatuses. Here are your cancel status, and also your closed or completed status. Let's make some changes. Select to edit my active status, also my open status. And let's change the name of my open status to open appointment. I can also change the job cell color that appears on my dispatch board. Let's say I want to make it pink. And click Save. We will use our breadcrumb trails to go back to our job statuses. And let's add a brand new substatus in here. From here, you want to give the substatus a name. Let's say that I would like to put in a substatus for if we are going onto a site that we will be using explosives. Perhaps we're working on a construction site. Okay. And we will select an icon from this. You have many icons that you can select from right here. You can click on the next button to keep browsing for more. Okay. I like this little explosive icon right here, so I will select that and select OK. You also have the option to narrow this down to a specific business unit if you would like the substatus to only appear on certain business units. And if later on down the line you will no longer be working with explosives, you can always select to deactivate the substatus. Okay. From here, click Save. And we will go back to review our job statuses. So the only changes that I've made here is we've changed our open status to be called open appointment instead. Our open job cells on the dispatch board will appear as pink. And we have a new substatus called explosives with a little time bomb. Okay, let's go over to our dispatch board. Right away you'll notice that my open work order was previously blue and we have changed it to pink. If I select to view this work order, you will also notice that my open status, we had changed the name to open appointment. And now why don't we try using that new substatus we had. So I will click to view this work order. And we will click to edit. And we will say this. For this job, we might be using explosives. I will select Save. And now when we come back to the dispatch board, you see I have a little bomb next to it. There are a couple other things that you can set in your job and work order settings. If we return to settings, scroll down and go back to jobs and work orders, you will see that you can also set the next job number. Select edit, and from here you can change the next job number. Keep in mind that the value that you enter in here must be greater than the current value. So right now I currently have 391 jobs within Service CEO. I must put in a number higher than that for it to start counting from. Let's say I would like my next job to start at number 400. And select save. Keep in mind, if I go back to my jobs and work order settings, you do have the option to set your next recurring job number as well. Let's go back to my dispatch board and we will create a new job. I will create one for the service team right here. And you will select your customer. And I will click save. As soon as I have saved this job, you will notice that it has picked up the next job number, which I had set to 400. This concludes our video on your job and work order settings. If you have any questions, please be sure to contact your customer success coach or contact our support team.